Hi everyone and welcome back. So on today's session we're going to focus on shoulder and thoracic spine flexibility and strength using very minimal or if no equipment whatsoever. So we're going to use resistance band. We can also use wooden stick. We're also going to use yoga block if you have. Okay, so this is going to be relatively shorter follow along session where I'm going to demonstrate exercises and I'm going to do them for the duration of time and you can simply follow them. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so first drill, we're going to start with our basic kneeling stretch. Okay, so the way I like to do this one is tucking my toes in. You can go slightly wider with your knees. You're going to go on your fingertips. You can play with the level of your hips. So hips being either above your knees or further back. You're gonna reach as far as you can on your fingertips. You wanna tuck in your tailbone if possible. And you wanna have your ribs in. As you reach forward, hands maybe slightly wider than your shoulder width. And then you're just gonna sink down here into the stretch, relaxing your head. So making sure my head is relaxed here, my neck muscles are relaxed. And then I'm just gonna hold for time, focusing on my breath. So usually 30 to 40 seconds is okay. As you're holding these stretch positions, I also want to make sure with each exhale to maybe go a little bit further into the stretch, a little bit deeper, noticing where I feel the stretch. It's my thoracic spine, my lats, my armpits, my shoulders. We're going to do a few rounds of this. So this is the first round. You can always get used to it first. And gently exit the position. Okay? So next one, we're going to focus a little bit on internal rotation of the shoulders. So be mindful of this one. It might be a little bit tender for some of you. So take it easy. Okay, so my hands are gonna be together like this behind. You can go in cross-leg position. I prefer this seiza position as long as you're comfortable on your ankles. So arms are gonna be in this position. So what you're gonna try to do here without compensating too much with your torso, you're gonna try to bring your elbows as close as possible forward, which is gonna be impossible obviously, but you wanna go as much as you can inwards. Pausing for a few seconds, let's say 5 seconds, and then going back. And then again, going forwards, focusing on your breath, and then going back. So let's do 5 reps of this total. Rep number 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rep number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rep number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Down to the stop. So next one, we're gonna go into our side or lat stretch. Okay. So a couple of options for this one. Preferred variation is to go in this side flexion, and the way I'm going to do this, just so I have a little bit of more space to move, I'm going to go in this kneeling position, feet slightly, so knees slightly wider, just to have some space to move, because this one might be a little bit too intense. You can't really go too far and you might fall, not fall, but you might lose balance. Okay, so knees wider. Let's aim to do 3 reps with 5 seconds hold each side. So knees wider, hands on one of your hips, reaching with this arm as far as you can on one side, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in the middle, other side. Reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in the middle, again this side, focus on your breath. Back to this side. 5. Let's do one more time each side. And last one. Beautiful, nice. And we're gonna do one more stretch, which might be a little bit more intense for some of you, so take it easy. We're gonna do our shoulder extension. So the way we're gonna do this, so think about as you're in this position, your hips are gonna stay where they are, and with your arms, fingers pointing behind, you're simply gonna start walking backwards, okay? So walking backwards as far as you can. Then when you get to your end range, you're gonna pause there for 10 seconds. First round, so first round, it might not be that much. Second round, we're gonna go a bit deeper. And slowly exit. So this was our first round. Now we're gonna slowly transition into our second round. So if you remember, first one is gonna be kneeling stretch. So I might decide to go slightly higher with my hips now. You're going slightly further forwards with my arms. So get into your position and going into the stretch. So ribs in, pushing through my armpits, pushing through my upper spine. If this feels okay, you can add a mini bounce, but very softly, only if this feels okay. Or maybe even going from side to side, very gently. Really focusing on the stretch, focusing on your breath. Keep going. And slowly exit. Beautiful. If you remember, the next one is going to be our internal rotation. So hands behind your back. Prepare. So we're going to do 5 reps again with 5 seconds hold. Prepare and let's go. So elbows forward, going slightly more further than the first time. 3, 2, 1. Go back, reset, and again. Arms forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again. Rep number 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rep number 4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Next one, as we know, we're gonna go into our side stretch. Be my guest to explore position. You can be in a seated position, you can go in standing position. I'm just giving you a rough suggestion. So we're gonna go back to this position. Prepare. Let's do it 3 times again with 5 seconds hold. Ready? And reach and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Switch to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again. First side. Going deeper with each time if possible. Expanding your rib cage, side bending, and again. One more time each side. And the last one. Beautiful. So straight away, we're gonna go into our shoulder extension. So going maybe slightly further, slightly deeper if possible. So be mindful, some of these stretches, especially this one, might be a little bit tender on the shoulders depending on your level of flexibility. So take it easy, be mindful. Always good idea to go back to your breath, to stretch while you're observing your breath, trying to stay as calm as possible as you go in more range. So what I forgot to mention here, as you go into the stretch for 10 seconds, you can go slightly wider with your hands compared to your shoulders. But again, it's up to you to experiment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Slowly go back. Love. And we're gonna aim to do one last round, just to make it really effective. So choose again your variation, going into our kneeling stretch. You can also have your hands flat on the floor, you can have your hands on yoga blocks, entirely up to you. Prepare, go forward, and let's go. So usually why we're going on our fingertips, just to create a little bit more range and more space for our shoulders and our thoracic spine to be actually stretched. 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. And exit. So just remember, when you're stretching, as you're breathing with control, always with exhale, gently try to go deeper into the stretch. Try not to hold your breath and then push into the stretch. Usually not a good idea. So hands behind your back. And again, elbows forward. We're going to do it for 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2. And let's do one more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lovely work. Let's go into our side stretches. So side lat stretch. So prepare, ready, and let's go. So reaching as far as you can. 5 seconds, coming back, and other side. Beautiful. Switch again. So make sure you're not just side bending, you're also trying to elongate this arm, reaching as far as you can. Beautiful. This side. One more time each side. And the last one. Lovely work. And let's go on to our shoulder extensions. So seated position. And now we're going to try to make sure to go as low as you can. So going with each set a little bit further. When you get to your end range, then you start with your 10 seconds count. 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly exit. Okay, so this is sort of end of our first part where we did primarily this static position, well, except for reaching and elbows. So now we're going to go into a little bit more activations, but we're also going to add a little bit more rotation. Okay, so we're coming to our second part of the session where we're gonna slowly start moving more, adding more weight shifts, more activations to our shoulders and upper spine. We're also gonna use yoga block and resistance band for this one. So first drill that we're gonna do, we're actually gonna stay on our knees. We're gonna go into this all four position, supported on the knees. Hand, let's say left hand is gonna go behind your head. Keeping your right arm straight, we're gonna do this, elbow towards the hand, and then you're gonna try to leave that elbow towards the ceiling as much as you can. So you might feel a little bit more sort of this lat stretch, but focus is here on doing rotation in the upper spine, okay? So we're gonna do 5 reps each side, slowly. First left arm, prepare, ready, and let's go. So reaching up, and 2, reaching, and 3, and 4, and 5. Beautiful. Same thing on the side. Make sure you have stable base of support. So I would say knees are, if you're on your shins as well, further apart rather than closer. So right one, and 2, as high as you can, and 3, closing and opening, 4, and 5. Beautiful, nice one. So now we're gonna go into our dislocates, our extensions. So if you have a wooden stick, if you know you're comfortable with this drill already, you can do it with a wooden stick, which is a bit more difficult. But if you have a resistance band, a red one preferably, it might be easier just so you can create a little bit of space. So ribs in. The closer your hands, the harder this is gonna be. The further they are, the easier. What you don't want to do, common mistake, just people doing this, okay? Just pulling the band apart, making it too easy. You're gonna have your elbows straight and going as far back as you can, and then going forward without losing this connection. So keep your ribs in. So we're gonna do 8 to 10 reps here. We're gonna aim for 10. So prepare. Let's go. So as high as you can and then as far back as you can. Notice that stretch on the front of your shoulder and your pecs. I did a handstand push-up yesterday and I can feel my pecs and my shoulders. This feels really nice. So 10 reps in your own time. So remember this part when you go up above your head and then behind, that's the important part. If it gets easier a little bit after a few reps, you can bring your hands closer together. Remember to have control throughout the range. So I have 2 more. Squeezing my shoulder blades and coming back. Beautiful. So this is bringing me to my second part. So we're gonna focus on protraction and retraction here, with adding a little bit also maybe even hamstring stretch as I'm keeping hips high. So think about this from downward dog position where I'm opening my shoulders here, okay? So this is my first position. Then I'm bringing my shoulders directly above my hands, knees close to the floor but they're off the floor. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades, I'm pushing up, and I'm lifting up again, okay? So let's do this. As you go down in these all 4 positions, so you're gonna do 3 shrugs. Remember, motion is happening only through your shoulders. You can place your knees on the floor to make it a bit easier. Ribs in, arms straight. So downward dog, 3 shrugs. Downward dog, 3 shrugs. Downward dog, 3 shrugs. So let's aim to do that for 3 to 5 times. I'm gonna aim for 5. Prepare. And let's go. Starting with downward dog, pausing for a second or 2, transitioning, 1, 2, 3. And again, opening the shoulders and transitioning, 1, 2, 3, and up again. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and let's do the last one. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. And come to stop. Awesome. So we had our kneeling rotations, we had our dislocates, shoulder extensions, we had our downward dog to scapular shrug, and now the last one. We're gonna try to. I was designing this session for you. For example, if you don't have any equipment, you can use kettlebell, you can use weight. But I have weight, but I really wanted to make sure to try the variation without. So we're gonna sort of simulate weight. We're gonna try to create some force. You can be still in this position. Yoga block. So you're gonna use yoga block. So place your hands together. You're gonna create some force. Up to you how much force you wanna create. So I'm pushing with each hand into the block. I'm keeping my posture fairly upright, especially my head. With the next drill, I don't wanna move my head, okay? What I wanna do, keeping my block close to my head, I want to start, as I put the force into my hands, I'm going to start moving the block close to my head, but around my head. Okay? So close but around. So usually this one is called kettlebell halo. We can call it yoga block shoulder halo. So we're going to try to do 5 reps each side. So 5 reps one side, 5 reps other side. Common mistake is moving the head or moving the weight in reverse above your head. Remember, you're going around, so utilizing your thoracic spine and your shoulders. So let's give it a go. Prepare, ready, and let's go. And 1, 2, 3. Create the force. 4 and 5. Beautiful. Change direction. 1, 2. Stay close to the head. 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful work. Awesome. So we're going to repeat this again, all from the beginning. So we're starting with our rotations, kneeling rotations. So let's go with the round 2 of our kneeling rotations. So left hand behind your head, elbow to the supporting hand, and reach high. 5 reps. Let's go. That was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. You can always add maybe 2-3 seconds pause in the top position of the last stretch. I always like to do this one, especially when I'm doing some stretches. Prepare, other side, and let's go. Elbow and open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. And come to stop. Without too much rest. I'm going to be efficient. We're going to go into our dislocate. So now I'm really going to make sure I'm going progressively harder. So bringing my hands closer together. You can stick to any progression that you might have. Prepare. 8 to 10 reps again. Let's go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the same speed. Try not to use momentum. Demonstrate control as much as you can. Keep coming back to your breath. I have 2 more. And the last one. Beautiful. Nicely done. So straight away going into downward dog, into scapular shrugs. So prepare. Downward dog into 3 shrugs for 5 reps total. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Opening. And again. 1, 2, 3. And opening. Number 3. And 4. Last one. Amazing. No resting. Let's go straight away into our halos. Either dumbbell halos, kettlebell is probably more practical, or yoga block. So you can make it progressively harder, but really trying to create force, so pushing as you're keeping close to your head. Prepare. 5, can maybe do up to 8 reps, up to you. Let's go. I'm gonna aim for 5 reps each side, slowly. 1, 2. Notice where the limitations are. 3, 4. Last one here. 5. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Amazing. And we're gonna do one last round before we finish. So beginning with our rotations. So going on the knees, prepare with your left arm, and let's go. Elbow, reach as high as you can. Elbow, as high as you can. Elbow. After 5 reps, change, other side. Four, and the last one, 5. Beautiful. For this last round, I'm just going to show you one more variation of dislocates, which is really good because you're skipping this part where you're going from the front. It might be too difficult for some of you. I'm going to do this. You're just doing this up and behind shoulder extension work. So starting from this position. So we're going to still do 10 reps. So prepare. So, sorry, first of all, it looks like this. So going up and then back here, okay? So almost like you're doing half, but the important half. Prepare. And you can stick to any variations that you prefer. Let's go. So up and down. 2. 8 to 10 reps. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, and the last one, 10. Beautiful. Downward dog into our scapular shrugs. Prepare. Squeezing shoulder blades, pushing up. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, downward dog. That was rep number 1. And again. 3, 2, 1. Rep number 2. Rep number 3, 2, 3. And rep number 4. 1, 2, 3. Rep number 5. Last one. 2, 3, and lift up. Beautiful. and finishing with our halos. Prepare. Ready? This last round, I might give it a go, 8 reps per side. Ready? And let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Changing direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. Beautiful. Let's just shake our arms for the end. Let's do this one. So in this position, so thumbs up, relaxing your arms. Just going with your thumbs in and out, in and out. Noticing how your triceps are shaking, your biceps. Beautiful. You can go in a standing position. Just because of the angle of camera, I'm going to stay in this position. We're just going to do a couple of these. So arm swings forwards and backwards, using the momentum, completely switching off if that's possible. Shoulders. Same thing, one forwards, one backwards. And the last one here, you're just going from side to side. Completely relaxed arms. And fade out. Beautiful. Okay, so thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the session as much as I did. I felt really sort of stiff, tight before session, especially my upper back, and I feel really good now, much looser. And this is also going to be my nice preparation for my bent arm strength, so for pulling exercises, weighted chin-ups. So hopefully all these exercises made sense. There are so many drills that you can do for the shoulders. You know, we probably didn't cover, we covered maybe 1% of the possible combinations that you can do. I might save some other combinations for some other time. So we did add some rotations, some scapular motions. So yeah, hopefully enjoyed it. You know, we can always do this. I always have comments with good intentions, obviously. Oh, why didn't you do this? Or you could do this easily. Yeah, but there's only so much you can squeeze. So I would say always work in micro projects. So always pick a set of movements rather than thinking of covering all of them and not being consistent. Think about having a mini project. Okay, I'm going to focus on these movements, and then after a while, okay, I'm going to focus on these movements. So results are guaranteed. So thank you again. Thank you so much. As always, if you wish to support the channel, be free to subscribe or add, there's a possibility of small donation, which I'm going to put the link in the description. But yeah, if you have any feedback, any recommendations, any potential ideas that you would like to see, please comment below. And yeah, that will be it. Thank you again, and see you soon.